So imagine getting traded away from a team after averaging over 19 points a game, and then once you get to that team, you only play one game, and then you get traded again. What's up, guys? This is Jay Young2 back with another video, and yes, we are talking about Rasheed Wallace, the man, the technical foul machine himself.
Whack! Get out! Hogan missed the first free throw.
Lights out.
Got a nice suit on.
Wait
Got
to
that
get
all
on national television.
sweaty.
You get on national television.
45 pounds of sweat in it.
Oh.
I mean, nobody's coming close to even catching this man record for technical fouls. Probably never, which is crazy. Back in the 03-04 NBA season, Rasheed Wallace was on the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Portland Trail Blazers, they managed to make the Western Conference Finals back in 2000. But from that point on, the Blazers, they slowly declined. Each and every year, their record was dropping in the standings. In which, fast forward to the 03-04 NBA season, the Blazers aren't really known as the Portland Trail Blazers. They're known as the Portland Jail Blazers. The six most popular Jail Blazers on the team were Isaiah Ryder, Damon Stoudemire, Bonesy Wells, Ruben Patterson, Zach Randolph, who sucker punched his own teammate Ruben Patterson in the face during a practice. And then, of course, you have the man, the technical foul machine himself, Rasheed Wallace. So to really help this team's image, they decided to trade away Rasheed Wallace simply because this team, they were criminals. The guys who I mentioned, they all had felony records and they were constantly in trouble with the law, especially Zach Randolph. So to help the Blazers team image, they decided to trade Rasheed Wallace to the Atlanta Hawks in exchange for Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Theo Ratliff, and Dan DeCayu. Excuse me if I mispronounce one of their names. But as for Sharif, he was a very talented player. But for the most part of his NBA career, he was pretty underlooked because he played for the Vancouver Grizzlies and they were trash. This guy, he averaged 23 points a game, and the Grizzlies still only won 22 games and lost 60. So, I mean, he was pretty much putting up big numbers on trash teams. But for the Blazers, getting him was supposed to be really a big deal. But sadly, things didn't really turn out that way. The Blazers ended up finishing 10th in the Western Conference with Sharif on their team. But meanwhile, for the Atlanta Hawks, they held on to Rasheed Wallace for exactly one game. And in his one and only game as an Atlanta Hawk, Wallace played 42 minutes, scoring 20 points on 8 of 24 shooting. That's really bad. And he had 6 rebounds and 5 blocks in an Atlanta loss to the New Jersey Knicks. February 19th, the Hawks moved Wallace to the Detroit Pistons in a 3-team deal that landed them Chris Miles, Bob Searer, and a future first-round pick that will eventually turn into Josh Smith. This deal worked out extremely well, especially, of course, for the Pistons, because now they had their guy in the paint down low with Ben Wallace. And also having Chauncey Billups, Tyshawn Prince, and Richard Hamilton, the team proved that even if you don't have an all-star caliber player on your team, you can still work together as a team to win an NBA championship. And that's what basketball was all about, and still to this day, despite the Warriors. But as for Rasheed, this was a really weird season for him. He went from a team that really had no future and had a bunch of convicted felonies on their team to getting traded to the Hawks for literally one game, and then after that getting traded to the Detroit Pistons and ended up winning an NBA championship that exact same year. But for Rasheed, he really didn't care who he played for. As in his word, he said himself, "For all you that don't know what CTC means, that is cut the check. But if I have to go somewhere else and play, I'm not going to sit up here and boo-hoo about going. No, because at the end of the day, I will still be able to do things necessary to take care of my family." That's what CTC means. Whoever cuts the check, that's who I play for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of mine. I just thought about it, I was like, you know what, let me just make this video. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel and help support it. We're trying to grow and do something really big here. Thank you all for the support, and I love you guys. And don't forget, have a great day. Cue that outro.